Hi, I'm Emma from Renshaw. Thanks for joining me on this online tutorial. This time I'm going to show you how to make this witch's hat with the witch stuck underneath it. So first of all, what we're going to do, I'm just going to run through what sugar paste I've actually got. So I've got the white ready to roll, the Lincoln green, jet black and deep purple. So first what we need to do is make her legs, and that's got the twisted rope effect. You need the white first, because obviously with the green that'll get all over your hands, and then you'll end up turning your white into a sort of funny green shade. Just knead that until it's pliable. And just set to one side and do the green. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're just going to turn these into ropes. So what I'm doing is, I'll show you that again, into a ball, and then on your surface you're just going to roll your hand backwards and forwards over the top, and then as it gets longer you can use both hands, and it's just light even pressure going from the middle to the outside, and it'll just naturally get longer and longer and longer. So obviously we're not going to need legs quite that long, so I'm just going to trim that down. Just put that to one side. I think we'll go with that, so then we've got a bit extra just in case we need it. And then do the same with the green. That's off. And then if you've got a smoother, you can just lightly roll that across the top, 'cause sometimes you can get finger marks when you do a long rope, and that just smooths it out a little bit and gives it a little bit of a better finish. Just make sure they're the same length. Now if your paste is quite tacky anyway, then it'll probably stick to itself. But if you just think it just needs a little extra helping hand, just run a little bit of water along the white. Bring them together. And then twist in the middle and work your way out. And then twist the opposite way at the other end. And then just twist opposites, so my hands are going like that. And then just roll it. So then it becomes, where before it was 2 ropes, now they're becoming 1. Again, you can just smooth over the top. Like that. And then get your knife. And then just trim it down. Bring it round like that, put it on your board, or a cake. Yours will be on a cake or cupcake or whatever you want to do it on. I'm just doing it on this little board for ease. And then just trim them down like that. I'm just going to put a little bit of water under there just to secure it. Next we'll do a hat. Won't do a feet just yet, because you might be thinking, well, why aren't we doing the feet? We do the feet because we've got to get the hat on. We might knock the feet and then damage them, so we'll just put them on last. So we'll just do the hat bit first. So again, we're going to knead the sugar paste till it's soft and pliable. Make sure your rolling out surface is nice and smooth, no cracks or creases. A little bit of icing sugar. That's about 1 millimetre thick. And then I've just got a round cutter, cookie cutter, and then just press that down, remove the excess. And then just going to wet around on the feet, on the legs, sorry. Place that over the top, and then you can just curl it up at the sides. And then for the peak on the hat, just press that down a little bit flatter so the hat bit will sit nicely. Just knead that back up into a ball. Make sure there's no cracks or creases on it, and that's fine. And then I'm going to turn that into a cone shape, and we do that, put your hands in a V shape, so they're like cupped. And then you're just going to rock your hands backwards and forwards, and you start getting an elongated cone shape. Because we want it quite pointed witch's hat. Just bring it a little bit longer. And then just pop that on your board. Just going to trim that bottom off so it's a nice flat edge. And then just dab your brush in a little bit of water. You don't want too much, you don't want it swimming because otherwise it will just slide off. And then you pop that in the middle and then curl it over like that. And then next bit we do, we're going to put this band round around the base of it. So the green that we had before, just knead that back up. A little bit of icing sugar. And then because we need a band, what I do first is just make it into a little sausage, and then half the work's done for you already. And then just roll it that way, and then roll it that way, roll it that way. Just lift it up, make sure that you can move it. And then when you do bands, just always make sure that it's long enough to fit round what you want it to. So I know that will definitely go around that, but if you're using bigger things, sometimes it's good to measure either with ribbon or with a tape measure. Just cut your band. Just flip it over. And then just run a little bit of water on that side. And then just carefully put the band around, trim in there on the back. You want it longer, you want the band longer, so then you can, it definitely meets. And then just trim at that join. Just move that down. And then now we're going to do the witch's feet. This is out of jet black. It's another reason to do the feet last. It's because it's black and it does get on your hands and stuff, so you don't want that on any of the other colours. So just knead that up. Again, you can just do it in your hands. So I've got that size amount. I'm going to turn that into a little cone, like that. And then I'm just going to pinch between my two fingers and then lay that flat side down on the board or work surface. And then you're just going to cut a triangle. So at the heel bit it's flat, and then at the foot bit it's angled. You can just shape them a little bit how you want them to look. If you want the heels a bit more pointy. And then we're just going to attach them with a little bit of water on the ends of the legs. And then just pop those in place. And there you have a squashed witch under a hat.